Hi mates, my name is Mitchell. I'm a fashion tutor. In this video, you will learn how to draft this sweetheart neckline. These are the required measurements. This is the shoulder line. This is the armhole line. This is the bust line, the under bust, waistline, and the full length of the blouse. This is the bust span line. On the waistline, mark half inch on both sides of the dart line. You can use 1 inch depending on the bust size you're working with. On the under bust, mark half inch on both sides of the dart line and connect the lines like this. On the bust line, come down by 1 inch and connect the dart lines from there. The shoulder slant is 1 inch and the neck width is 3.5 inches. Then find the midpoints. You extend the dart line to that midpoint like this. On that dart line, mark half inch on both sides and connect to the dart line like this. After that, you measure what you have there. You should have 1 inch. You extend the lower dart line by that 1 inch. Okay, but before we make the armhole curve, we need to mark the circumference measurements. On the armhole and bust line, you mark the bust circumference divided by 4 plus your sewing allowance. On the under bust, mark the under bust circumference divided by 4 plus your 1 inch dart and your sewing allowance. Do the same on the waistline. On the hemline, mark the hip circumference divided by 4 plus your 1 inch dart and your sewing allowance. Connect the lines. Make sure these areas are curved. I'll go ahead and make the armhole curve. Remember the neck width is 3.5 inches. The depth would be 5.5 inches. You can make it 6.5 depending on how deep you want the neckline to be. So after that, you make a curve. You make a curve from the 5.5 inches to the 3.5 neck width. Just like the sweetheart neckline, the only difference is this one is higher. After that, you cut, but before you cut, you curve this area like this. This is a very easy tutorial. If you found it helpful, share with your friends and family. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so, and I hope to see you in my next one. Have a good one. Bye.